Greetings, family. We're going to tap right into the pages of our soul and the harmony of our heart. Without further ado, tap into this higher mind activity, Zen relaxation, and then all lower frequencies reside. A little mental sage. We're going in. We're going to tap into every element, every teaching, every frequency, every vibration, because everything is mine. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Maybe a little urgency to the frequency, but I don't usually have time this early in the day to be at oneness and tap in. So since I did, we're gonna go and get it in early. I'm gonna get right off into the words of the day, but before I do, I hope everybody in the highest frequency possible. I'm sending love and light and health and wholeness to the whole collective. I'm in my highest frequency possible. I'm feeling good for no reason at all. Y'all know my motto. It's not my job to get anyone up to speed with me. It's not your job to get people up to speed with you. So say it with me. It's not my job to get anyone up to speed with me. It's not my job to get anyone up to speed with me. It is not my job to get anyone up to speed with me. Now, if you paid attention to how that felt, you can feel something releasing. Because we don't have authority. We're not responsible for nobody else's well-being. We're responsible for our own. Care about how you feel and don't expect others to. It's not their responsibility. There are so many things waiting for us in the places we don't want to go. Everybody won't catch that, but for those who do, it's a blessing for you. And there are so many things waiting for us in the very places that we are not willing to go. We get what we think about when we get out the way. You gotta have people in your life that's willing to say what other people in your life won't. And if you do, be grateful for those people. And if you got two of them type of people that's willing to say what you need to hear over what you want to hear, then that's a miracle. To know where the smoke coming from, we gotta find the fire. When we was growing up, they used to tell us to treat others as you want to be treated. But as we grow up, we mature, I would say, and become aware and wiser to how the world actually operates, we find out that you can't treat people how you want to be treated. But most times people find that out about us because it works both ways. My point of saying that is because I seen something on something I was watching, and it said treat others as they want to be treated. And that made me say to myself, well, where does that leave me? But in my own observation of life, from a child to adulthood, I found out that you can't treat people how you want to be treated, nor can you treat people like they want to be treated. You got to treat people how you observe them treat themselves, because that's probably how they treating you. Y'all marinate in that. Choose your channel and own your own vibration. Leave enough room for someone. Leave enough room to learn from someone who may know just a little bit more than you. Hope inspires movement, and movement is always medicine. If you stay still, stillness is sickness, and meaning immobile, not doing nothing. People get obese. That's what I mean. Not the stillness of mind, but not doing nothing with your body, not being active. It creates sickness. So that's why I say movement is medicine. For those who ain't catching it. It is the negatives in life that we must overcome in ourselves, in connection with the whole, that allows us to see the beauty in what we come from, to be the spark that shines about us where it was once dark. Discipline is not authority over another. Discipline is self-control. And I was really dealing with this, so I ain't gonna even talk around it. But whoever I'm talking to, pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't be too busy making a living that you forget how it is to truly live. And I'm definitely speaking this to myself, because I could get overboard and wanting to create projects and do things. Don't be so busy making a living that you forget how it is to truly live. You can do anything you put your mind to. That was one of my mama, things. So I'm gonna share that with y'all. You can do anything you put your mind to, and it's always easier to let things go, because it's always easier to let things go than cause a bigger disturbance just to be right. It's always easier to let things go than cause a bigger disturbance just to be right. We're going to get right on off into the 80K loop, law of life, ascending masters, cosmic and divine beings. So I'm working in the realms of time, trying to stay timeless. We're on the Manu, page 316. Manu. Let me make sure. Manu, the position of Manu is a first-rate activity. The 7 principal mental qualities for mastery are represented by the 7 Manus. A Manu is a wholly perfect being who, within the twin ray, takes on the responsibilities and acts as godparent of a root race and its sub-races. He becomes the pattern or prototype, archetype for that whole race. Sub-races are the 7 divisions of a root race, each one predominantly of individuals of one of the 7 rays. The first, second, and third root races have completed their evolution on Earth, made the ascension, and gone on into higher activities in the scheme of things, as have also the Manus of these 3 races. The Manus of the 4 remaining root races are still working with the Earth, as they cannot go on until each one's race has a whole completed its evolution. Each one's race has, as a whole, completed its evolution on Earth, or unless some other beings take their place. The present Manus are Lord Himalaya of the 4th root race, Lord Vasvata of the 5th root race, Lord Manu of the 6th root race, the divine director of the 7th root race. There are still some of the 4th root race people who have not completed their course of evolution here on Earth. The 5th root race, the Aryan race, is progressing on Earth at present. A small number of the 6th root race are in embodiment, and the 7th root race is to begin coming in. They have been waiting at inner levels for a very long time, of course progressing and expanding their consciousness and light there. Therefore, they are already greatly developed life streams with much accumulated good in their causal bodies. Ascended masters and great beings such as Manu, when it is said that they incarnate, it is another action of the law than that of a human being incarnating or taking embodiment. They do not need it for themselves. In such a case, the being takes over a physical body or host and works through it, which has been inhabited and prepared by another individual who, as a rule, is a close student or cello of the great being. The cello would be working in such close cooperation in full consciousness with the being. Lord Maitreya worked in this manner with Yeshua. While the cello or student is asleep, the being does at times use the body. Then there is another action, which is very rare, when a being takes on a physical body prepared by the cello, but the cello has departed from that body. Vasvata. Vasvata is Manu of the 5th root race, the prototype for this race. His action now is the redemption and development of the life streams of this race, which is his responsibility. The people are those of the Aryan type. He is tall and very stately. He is around 6 feet 8 inches in height, has brown hair and brown eyes. His focus on Earth is in the Himalayan mountains. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Like, share, subscribe. I thank you for your love. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your attention. I thank you for your support and donations. As I said, like, share, and subscribe. With that, I hope y'all have a remaining beautiful day. It's 30 degrees here, but the sun is out. So I'm thankful. And with that, stillness and blessings, love and light, wholeness and health. It's out with God.